Welcome to the instructional video for the third part of our template workshop. This video will review the concepts involved in saving and naming a new correspondence to the school file server. There are two parts to this process: locating the directory where we will place the file and naming the file while respecting naming rules. Let's start with locating the server directory. All correspondence at Village School is stored centrally on the server. The server is accessible from Dropbox. Notice the subdirectories are organized chronologically by year and month. All documents you create will be saved under one of these subdirectories. At this point, you will want to consult the name of the template you used to create your new correspondence. The first three parts of the template name will indicate the final subdirectory path you will navigate to. Now that we know where to place the file, we must assign a name to the document. We will be using the original communication request and Job Aid 3 to construct a new file name. The following example demonstrates this process. Here we have an original communication request with its header and field values. Job Aid 3 provides a table of header field and value combinations in one column and corresponding data field names in the second column. New file name formats are made up of two parts: an identifier and a date stamp separated by an underscore. The date stamp will always be the full creation date of the correspondence using two-digit codes for year, month, and day. The file name identifier is determined by a three-step process, which we will now demonstrate. First, the third header field in the communication request and its value are used to find a matching entry in the first column of the Job Aid 3 table. Then, the corresponding entry in the second column is used to find the name of the data field that will be referenced in the communication request. Finally, the value associated with the data field name is transcribed as the identifier for the new file name. Remember, all names should be written in capital letters. Let's review. We have seen that all correspondence is saved to the school server accessible via Dropbox. The template name you used to create your new correspondence will determine the final subdirectory to select. File name formats have two parts: an identifier and a date stamp. Use the document creation date as the date stamp. Use the third header field in the communication request with the table in Job Aid 3 to determine the value of the identifier to assign. This concludes our instructional video. Now it's your turn to practice.